It's Therapy Thursday, and you need a vacation. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome to Lake Area Counseling. I'm Joel Daugherty, and I am on location in beautiful Normand, Arkansas. Don't ask me where it is because I have no idea. This place is in the middle of nowhere, and I am at my yearly retreat on the Collier Creek. See my little cabin that's back up there. Nobody's here because nobody is crazy enough to get out here in the freezing cold weather like I am, and it's just me here on this quiet little river, enjoying some much needed R&R for myself before the end of the year. And I like to get away every January 1st. I've done this for the past couple of years, just to kind of refresh and to relax and kind of recenter and refocus myself for the coming year. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, is about your needed downtime. We all need downtime, don't we? We run 90 to nothing, 24 hours a day. It just seems like we never stop. I know so many people who are just, right now at their wits' end because they can't even afford to take a vacation. I don't see how you can afford not to take a vacation. I really don't. I have a friend of mine, he's from the Dominican Republic, and I talk to him on Facebook sometimes, and he tells me, he says, Joel, he says, you Americans, you work so hard. And it's true, we work constantly. I have another friend of mine, he works for a big company as a graphic designer, and they made him work on Christmas Eve all day. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are they making you do this? But we work for companies who are absolutely slave driving us, working us to the bone, and it's just not right. So the first thing you really need to do is you need to plan and prioritize. In planning my 2020 calendar, guess what I'm doing at the end of 2020? You're looking at it right here. This is exactly what I'm doing, because this is a non-negotiable for me. This is something that I enjoy, and not only enjoy, but I need. Just a couple of days away, and it's not like I'm taking a two-week vacation. I normally take 3 days just to completely unplug and de-stress, and there's nothing going on. I don't have any agenda. I don't have any plans. Sometimes I'll go into hot springs and I'll do a little shopping or a little walking around, but it's just completely some time away that I plan months and months and months in advance, even a year in advance, and knowing that this is what I have to do for my own mental health. I work hard, yes, but I play hard, and I don't feel guilty about it, because I desperately need it. And the thing about it is especially we as Americans, we go, and we think that we can't stop until we're forced to stop because we have a mental breakdown, or we have a physical breakdown, or we have a breakdown in our relationships. How many people are on the verge of divorce because they're working so much? You have got to take time for yourself, for your spouse, for your family, or else you're going to have some major regrets. So plan and prioritize. And not only do we need to prioritize and plan, but we need to pray and unplug. As a Christian counselor, I'm a big believer in spiritual health, because spiritual health kind of feeds into your mental health and your work productivity and your relationship satisfaction. And if we're not where we need to be spiritually, we're not going to be where we need to be in all the other areas of life. Our spiritual side is kind of the center of from which everything else flows. And so I love to come here once a year, or sometimes I come twice a year, just to pray and just to unplug and just to seek God for the coming year, and just to kind of recharge and revitalize my relationship with God. And especially going into 2020, I like to kind of make a precedent and start it out on the right foot to say, I'm going to prioritize my spiritual life in the coming year. And this is a really great way to start it, by just spending a couple of days just in quiet, just in meditation, just in prayer. And it really does wonders for my spiritual and mental health. I think sometimes we kind of get like a computer. You know, a computer has so many processes running in the background that it slows down and it bogs up, and sometimes it crashes. Right? You ever had a crash on your computer? We have crashes with ourselves and our physical, mental health, spiritual health a lot of times, and the reason why is because we need a reboot. First thing I do when my computer gets slow, when it gets buggy, right, is I reboot it. I start over. I unplug it, and I say we got to power down, rest for a second. You know, wait, count to 10, then reboot. And we have to do that with our spiritual selves and our mental selves and our physical selves as well. So I just want to encourage you today to take some time for yourself, be it once a year, twice a year, once a quarter, if you can do that. I think that'd be fantastic. Once a month to just get a little getaway. Yeah, you don't have to take a big out-of-town trip, but say, hey, you know, one Saturday a month, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to completely unplug. I guarantee you will reap huge dividends in your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. If you are in Arkansas ever and you want to come to At Living Waters Cabins with the Ponders, I would highly recommend this place. It's just a beautiful place just to get away and to unplug and to pray. But you got to prioritize and plan. Okay? All right. Until next time, I'm Joel Doherty with Lake Area Counseling. You have a great, happy new year, and we'll talk to you soon.